Gaffer, massive game on Saturday. What are your thoughts heading into it?
Yeah, of course. It's we're on a good run at the moment in terms of being unbeaten in 5 games, and we're looking forward to it. The boys are in a really confident mood, and there's a really good atmosphere around the place, and we need to make sure we stay focused, stay concentrated. We know it's going to be a really tough game. Obviously, Crewe just got relegated from League One. They've got some really good players in their squad. But we'll do all our normal preparation, give ourselves the best chance to have a good performance and a good result.
Great day of training today. How did you get on with the lads?
Very well. We had a really good review of the last game before we trained, and some good learnings that came out of that. And we're looking to refine some things that we did wrong in the game, and some things that we did really well. So we're really pleased on many aspects, but there's always room for improvement. The players are always going to be pushing themselves, and we'll be pushing them. And it was a good morning's training. We had to modify some players for certain parts of the practices, but some really good things that went on today, and we're looking forward to another session tomorrow.
And in terms of Crewe, what do you think we can expect from them as a side?
Yeah, they're a good team. They've been a bit of a difficult run at the moment in terms of results, but they started the season quite well. They've got some good players in the attacking positions that will cause a threat, and they've obviously got some good players because they just dropped down from League One. They've retained a number of players from that squad, so yeah, we'll be ready, we'll be focused, and hopefully put on a good performance.
We know previously you've mentioned that resilience and character of the group, but you really see that unity, especially today at the training ground. It's a great togetherness within this group, isn't it?
It is, and it's something that's any successful team need that. It needs a togetherness and a team spirit. Obviously, with the players that were here previously already had that. We've integrated a lot of new players this season, so it's making sure they're on board with what was already here existing, and looking to try and improve going forwards. And we're really happy with how the new players have settled in now, and things will take time. It's not all going to be beautiful overnight, but we know it's a long-term thing that we're doing here, and the players are integrating well, and it's a really good team spirit, and you can see that with the results that we've had recently, and obviously some of the really big performances that we've had in the cup competition. So yeah, we're really happy with the group, and they're really good characters to work with every day, and that's important.
And for the Crawley supporters, can you provide any sort of updates on injuries within the squad?
Yeah, I mean, one long-term injury in Toby Amal. He's going to be out for 6 months. He's really a bad ACL injury he's picked up. Really, thoughts and best wishes with him. But obviously Dion's been out as well, for a really experienced player. He's been out for since the first 2-3 games really, and we've missed him. Also, Joel Lynch has been injured, and they're back training today on the grass, so we're hopeful in the coming weeks that they'll be returning to us and with the squad, and again it'll give us a real boost in the defensive aspects. There's some players that are playing at the moment that are doing a really good job, and we know we're going to need a strength in depth throughout each position, so those two particularly are coming on well. Teddy Jenks is also coming on well. He's picked up an injury, and hopefully he'll be back involved next week, so that's pleasing. The medical department doing a really good job, and really pleased with the progress on those injuries.
Thank you.
Kevin, I remember after the Fulham game, a journalist asked you about why you're not really excited, because your interview style, you're quite laid back, quite relaxed. And is the same on Tuesday night? You were the same as if you would have lost in that. Is that something conscious, or is it that just your character? Yeah,
no, I think I've been fortunate enough to play professional football for many years at various levels, and I know it's you have to stay balanced. If you get too high, you get too big of an ego. That's not going to be positive, and you need to stay focused and mindful on the next step. Football can turn around really quickly, but you have to do the right things every single day to try and give yourself the best chance. So yeah, I'm always very methodical in my thinking. I try my best every day to work extremely hard in all our preparation, and that's if you play well, it's great, but there's still loads to improve on, and if we lose, then there's still loads to improve on. So it's always on to the next thing, and you can't get too low, because what we've noticed recently with the players is that their ability to take on information quickly and stay level and focused is really important. They beat a big team in Fulham in the cup, but they went away from home and picked up a really good point. So they need to maintain that level all the time, and we will be on them every single day to maintain that level of humility for our character.
And you're now 5 games unbeaten. How important is it just to carry on that unbeaten run?
Yeah, it's important. We want to continue the run that we're on, and we're going to go into the next game with a positive mind frame, and really try and kick up the league. And we know what we need to do this season, and we know that it's work in progress of what we're doing here. We've made a lot of changes this season, and things take time, and people can see hopefully that things are moving in the right direction, and we just got to keep focused. On to the next game.
Yeah, and then on Tuesday, I know you don't like to look too far ahead, you've got the EFL Trophy. It's a competition that's derided by a lot of people, but I think it's quite an important competition for you with the size of your squad and the injuries you've had. Is that right?
Yeah, I think every game's important. We go and respect every tournament that we're in, and we do that, and then I think it's important. The EFL Trophy provides an opportunity to play at Wembley. I'm not sure how many competitions in world football give you that, but I think for our squad and our players, that the fitness levels of our players is really important. Players need to be sharp and ready to step up in the league competition, but also respectfully, it's a really good opportunity for us to look at players that haven't played in much minutes. And we've done that in the past, and we're really big on development, individual development, and progress of individual players. And if you're not giving them enough game time, I think that's derogatory to their development. So it's important we use the competition in the right way and respect the tournament.
Thanks,
pleasure.
Good luck Saturday.
Thank you.
Tone, a big game on Saturday against Crewe. What are your thoughts heading into that?
Yeah, no, it's a great game for us. We got a good win on Tuesday night, which everyone was looking forward to, and glad we got that over the line now. But now we've got to get a away form going, and it's a good game against Crewe, well organised side, very possession-based side, and it's a game we're looking forward to.
We're 5 unbeaten now in all competitions. Has that given us some sort of momentum in the games?
Yeah, it's got to. 5 unbeaten. Obviously, it don't get done by luck or fluke or anything like that. It shows that we can keep in games, but at the end of the day, we've got to win more games. We know that, and we've got the first one over the line now, so we want many more to come.
And have you noticed within the group that things are developing? We are getting better and results are coming, aren't they?
Yeah, we are. Like I said, we've got a different style of play this season. Obviously, the gaffer's come in and put his philosophy over. Players have had to adapt to it and everything like that. So there's signs of showing that it work in progress. Everything like that. It hasn't been perfect. We all know that, obviously. But it's one of them. Day by day, we're working hard in training, and every game we're getting stronger and better at it as well.
And one side of your game that we saw in the last game, obviously going forward, you were getting down that left side and linking up with Nick Cerullo quite nicely, weren't you?
It's one of them. I was a left back in trade back in the day, so it's one of them which I know I'm capable of doing. It's one of them I enjoy doing it, and as long as I play, I'll always be happy, So if it means I've got to do that, then so be it. But as a man, I want to play week in, week out.
And in terms of that Stockport win, what were the main things that you took away from the game and the main things we were good at?
The good thing as well, we always come back. It's one of them. We had we obviously took the lead, had a setback, took the lead again, setback, but then we got the goal, which was crucial at the right time, and we held on to that. So so it just shows we've got a bit of still in the team as well. It's one of them where we've got a young bunch of lads here as well. We're still learning, picking up tricks of the trade and everything like that, and that's my responsibility to pass that on to them as well.
We seem to be great on a Tuesday night at home, lots of wins there, but I suppose now, like you said, it's about translating that into away form, and it's that age-old question, how do we do that?
We've got to do it, we've got to turn up, we've got to do a 90-minute performance, we can't do a 45 or a 60 or a 70-minute performance, because the minutes you don't turn up or you're not on it, you could get punished, that's how this game, and that's the nature of this beast. So it's one of them where we know we need a complete performance, and hopefully we can start on Saturday.
Hi Tony, we're always seeing you after the big tackles or the big celebrations. Can you describe that feeling that you get when you make such a big tackle, particularly at home in front of the fans?
I'll be honest with you, it's just something I've always done. You know what I mean? It's one of them. I suppose people haven't picked up it earlier, because I've done it throughout my career. It's a side of the game I really, really enjoy. I pride myself on, and I just love defending. That's what my job is, and that's what I enjoy doing. So long may it continue.
As good as scoring a goal?
For me, yeah, it is. It really is. You know, that's what I'm paid for. My main job is to keep that ball out of the net and obviously stop the attacks and everything like that. But yeah, of course, that side of the game is just you get a buzz and it's one of them. But a goal, obviously, nice as well.
The club's had a lot of new arrivals this summer. How valuable do you think your experience is to them new younger players?
For me personally, I think it's big. You know, it's one of them at my age now. I've got to give back to these youngsters, give my time to them, and it's one of them. You've got a few in there who are sort of learning their trade, you know, but give them their due. They're not shy. They're taking responsibility on and everything like that. And it's even nice that sometimes they pull me to a side and ask for advice on the quiet, you know. So it's one of them. I'm always one of them who I like to give back. You know, when I was a youngster, I was busy, you know, so I'd go and speak to the experienced pros and try and get as much advice and off them as possible. So if I can give back in that way, then so be it.
There's one thing you think these new players could focus on, you know, maybe aim at improving, helping out the team. What do you think that could be?
That's a good question, that. Yeah, it's a tricky one. But no, for me, I think they've just got to take every game as it comes, you know, and for at their age, every game they're learning from their strengths, their weaknesses, and again, if they can take a little bit out of each game, then it should hold them in good stead for the future.